daylight saving time is in effect, and although technically I'm outside earlier than I usually am, from a measured time or what my clock says, um, it's an hour late, which pretty much makes it the usual time that I work out. In any case, yeah, the sun's probably going to go down in an hour and a half. So, yeah, I've been warming up for the past 20 minutes or so. And I don't really have a theme or anything in mind for today's workout. Probably a full body workout with all the stuff that I have. Let's see what ends up happening. In any case, what I'm starting today's workout off with is outside swings with the kettlebell, so outside low to high swings. I'm going to do it with a flip. I'll do a couple of reps without flipping it, and then I'll do it with a flip. So, looks like this. And then with a flip. Going for 10 to 12 on each side. Then with my 25-pound club, going to do pretty much the same thing that I was doing with the kettlebell, but with the club. And with the club it looks like this. Switching sides. I'm taking into account my foot position. I find that I externally rotate too much. So yeah, starting off with this pretty simple-ish set of movements for me to start off. Yeah, let's see what happens next. Working out in the cold is such a weird thing. So like, before you get out, you're kind of anticipating things to be really cold, which turns out kind of is, but then as you get warmed up, then you start feeling too hot. Then the second you take a layer of clothing off, it starts feeling too cold again. And anyway, that's something that just happened to me right now. So for the next set of movements, doing a kettlebell complex to start. So doing a tactical clean, shoulder press, snatch, overhead squat, and repeat. doing it 5 times on each side. Did I say it? Doing 5 times on each side? I think I did, but whatever. Then, with the steel club, using the 25-pound club to do shield casts, but a bunch of different variations. So starting off with just regular standing shield casts for 5 each side. Then I'm going to get on one knee and do 5 shield casts each side. So while one knee is down, I'm doing shield casts with first left hand overhand, then right hand overhand. With the mace, doing this movement is hard because you end up hitting your leg because the mace is long. But with the steel club you can. And switching hands. So yeah, doing this for now with the various kneeling positions. The way the body is recruited changes as opposed to the just regular shield cast. And yeah, it's just something that I wanted to try out, see how my body responds to those positions, and it was good. And yeah, I think it's good to be able to do the shield cast motion while in different stances. Yeah, so doing this for 4 sets, then on to the next thing. I hope this is a good enough angle to pick this up. In any case, so I recently started following someone named, I think, Clifton Harsky or something like that on Instagram. and he does this thing called a step up snatch lunge with a kettlebell. I'm modifying that movement uh, slightly to add an ATG split squat to it, to add a mobility and some more of a leg component. And that movement looks like this. So starting in a staggered position, and I'm going to snatch and step at the same time. And while in this position, I'm going to do an ATG split squat. Going till I feel a stretch in the hip flexor, push back, and repeat. Doing this 8 times. So pretty much full body work again, but with an emphasis on the hip flexor, stretch, and quads. And with the snatch, shoulders. Repeating on the other side. After that, keeping with the idea of the previous Clubbell exercise of doing shield casts in positions other than the straight up position, I'm going to start with one leg on top. I'm going to do 4 shield casts, 2 split squat. Lost balance. Switching overhands. Lost balance. Switching sides, or switching the leg that's on top and repeating the same sequence. Switching overhand. The floor here is a little uneven, and that's making things a little weird, but gotta use what you got. Oh, so yeah, going to do this for 4 sets, and then on to the next thing. For the next set of movements, I'll be doing the entire sequence kneeling, and you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So going to hold the kettlebell in halo position, going to sit down into my heels, stretching out the quads. I'm going to come up, essentially a hip thrust, but I think there's a name for that movement. Halo to chop, then repeat on the other side. Doing it 5 times on each side. Then moving to the 25-pound club. So kind of keeping, well, we'll get to that in a second. Keeping with this theme of staying on the knees, going to do a hip thrust in order position, then pull over. Oh, the active, like going in, down, and then coming up, stretches the quads and recruits the glutes really well. So a lot of legs involved with that. And then the offset load of the club recruits a lot of core as well. Then going to do shield casts while in kneeling position, but I'm going to do a little extra thing. So first I'm going to do a shield cast on top. So on top I mean while I'm like although like sitting up or I don't know, more upright. Then go down, come up, go down. I'm going to repeat it with right hand overhand. Oh, so yeah, I'm going to do 4 sets of this. I don't know, it seems like there's going to be a decent amount of light remaining, but this might be it for the last set of or this might be the last set of movements. I'm going to do 4 sets of it, then go on a walk or something probably. So yeah, if that's the case, this is the end of the video. See you all tomorrow.